Suppose it is starting to get to the busier part of the day.
Hello everyone. Howdy howdy. How y'all doing?
Wood!
Wood? There is indeed wood.
That filter is so bad.
You don't like it?
No.
Under the tree.
Not for video. It probably might work for a still, but not for video.
We'll do watercolor then. There. The great weekday apocalypse shall soon begin, but until then, welcome back. I don't know how to feel about that, but hey, welcome back. Hey, thanks, Brennan. Aha. Nice seeing you too.
Great weekday apocalypse?
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Ah! I need to make 2 more lumbers and then I'll go over there.
Okay. Music, start up again. Music. It's quiet. There we go. Alrighty. The afternoon evening cues, my dudes, is what Brennan now has said. Gotta love it.
Don't log out, forehead. But people are just getting off of work. Quit your job, forehead.
Oh my gosh. Oh, look on hi, hi, Wormtham. How you doing? Hope things doing all right. Just getting started here, getting more situated for things.
All right, last lumber, and then I'm done.
Yeah, already. Don't get error coded, more like. Yeah, the 4004 at 1. Here, I'm gonna hide my avatar so you can see that. Let's see.
Wrong scene.
That's a screenshot for the year. Yep.
That was my login.
That was Vile's login. 4004
on my birthday.
On the birthday too. He got 2 of them too.
I did. I got 4004 at spot 1 and at spot 32.
And in one of the times,
sorry, 4004 is a straight up like raw disconnect from the queue line. So it, unlike 2002, it doesn't kind of like give you a little grace period to get back in line. It just straight drops you to the back.
yeah. 2002 is what resumes your position. 4004, that just drops your position altogether. You got to start over from the beginning. And he got that when there's only 1 left in queue for him. Literally couldn't be the worst, any worse. Tom, tell us, I want a job. Oh gosh, I hope you'll get one soon if you're looking, and I hope it's a good one too. Fantasy 55, has there been a welcome to Endwalker moment yet?
No.
Yeah, no, I don't think there is. If we're thinking about like the Shadowbringers moment with the Tesleen, then no, nothing like that has happened. Though I'm not liking the attitude and atmosphere of the story so far. It's kind of got me a little concerned.
The fact nobody has died yet is the part that's actually like a bad sign to me. Because it means they're saving the body bags for later.
Stop it! I don't like thinking about it like this. Ah! Okay.
Well, now that I think about it, Vile doesn't have to be here because he saw his cutscene and we didn't.
Yeah, but it's also going to take me the entire cutscene's duration just to get over there. If you start now, because I'm headed over there now.
Okay, so, we'll just head on out then. So, I guess we can just go ahead and start it then. Yeah? Let me take a swig of water, and then we'll get back right to it. And meet the girl in green.
You know, I don't think stalking a chick and then immediately going up to her and being like, hey, would be a good idea.
Yeah, you're darn right. But this is Amanda Lane's idea after all. Right, it was sparked by him. Rightio, alright. We're gonna see if we can get started and situated then. Alright. So you're fine with us starting now, right, Vile?
Yeah, hurry up.
Okay, alright. We're gonna be going in roughly 3, 2, 1, starting. Alright. Oh, sorry, I had an air pocket. Alright. Gonna click on her in 3, 2, 1, clicking. Who are you? Stay back! This house is packed with explosives! Take another step and I'll blow this place sky high! Oh gosh, that's quite a threat. Please, we just want to talk! She has my hairstyle. Or I have her hairstyle, one of the two. I'm Afano. This is my sister Alice and our good friend Lucia. We have no intention of hurting or taking anything from you or anyone else. I give you my word. We and our comrades have come to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. Aid? You savages are the one responsible for all of this! You did this to us! We didn't, I promise you. One of the reasons we came was to find out what happened here, in fact. The Teleferi are the ones to blame. They're the ones who laid waste to Garlemald, and they won't stop until they've destroyed the entire world. They're the enemy. Our enemy. On our way, we encountered Imperial soldiers who had been made their thralls. Those poor souls are now in our care, and we are striving to cure them of their affliction. You're the first person we've met who wasn't already enslaved. How were you able to escape the Teleferi's influence? Are there any others like you? I'm sorry, I don't mean to overwhelm you. Let's start with introductions. Can you tell me your name? My name's Licinia. As for how I've managed to stay sane, I've been asking myself the same question ever since that night. And the roar. That terrible roar. And then the screams. I was screaming too, I think. I'm not sure. I can't remember. This is really ominous. Backtrack right now. Then came the silence. Everything was still. It was like waking up from a nightmare. I thought that maybe the fighting had stopped, so I stepped outside. If your hells are real, I saw one that day. I ran, past friends, people I'd known all my life, eyes vacant, dead, staring at the sky. Others were mad and violent. I saw them struggle with soldiers, but didn't stay to watch. I fled as far as my legs would take me. That was a really ominous backtrack, like holy frick.
Yeah, it was.
Do you have a family here? Is this their home? No, this is Victor's Spoils, a mansion for retired soldiers. Well, it was, but now me and Me and a few others are, borrowing it. As for the explosives, I was making that up. Just wanted to keep everyone safe, and I didn't know if you were... The truth is, our supplies are running low. You said you're here to help. Can you? Of course! Whatever assistance we can provide, we will. Thank you. I'd better tell the others first, though. Wait here. This is everyone. The senior says you can be trusted. But these are desperate times. We'd be fools to let foreign tropes into our home. Having said that, were you to provide us with the means of heating the place, as a sign of goodwill, perhaps we could take you at your word. If that's too much to ask, then leave us be. Time to put my firewood gathering skills to use. Could you provide the spark with a little magic, Alice? We'll have the fire burning in no time. May we build it under the gazebo? The what? Oh, you mean the bower? Yes, do as you will. Very distressful. Tracks in the snow. Complete. I'm level 83 now.
GZ.
Thank you.
Ain't easy being easy.
She has a very similar face to my character.
Your mouth is more puckered than hers. Also, the third eye really makes it look different.
It does. It does. Huh.
Are you at is that the blue mark now?
No, I have yet to pick it up. Alright, I'm gonna pick it up then.
No, don't pick it up yet. Come here.
Wait.
Are there people up here now?
Yes.
Okay, come here. There's a little radio here. It plays music. See?
Whoa.
It does.
And it plays different songs. It was playing something a little bit different a couple minutes ago.
So there's a radio station out there that works. Gosh, this feels freaking modern. Look at that! I have an oil tanker over there. Well,
That's
oil rig.
Cerulean rig, thank you. That's the cerulean pipeline
Well, it looks...
that goes to Garlemald.
Cerulean City.
Oh!
We're going to cerulean...
Okay, you can go down that way.
Oh no.
I didn't think you could.
Well, that's a Guardian theme.
Can I, like... No, of course I can't teleport back up.
Oh, hey, Alice.
Oh, I'm running back the long way.
Good luck. Oh, gosh.
Oh. Hold on.
I'm gonna talk with some of these NPCs while you do that.
Oh, I need to get off first.
I'm talking with Alice right now. What they need most is to the moon. Oh my gosh.
Dwabbit rescued me with the whale.
Oh my gosh, what a hero. What they need most is... Yeah. Dwab is the real MVP. What they need most is a decent meal. We flew back at the camp, but there's the distance to consider. May I see a refugee? All's well. All's well. With food in my belly and a song in my heart. Sickly refugee. I can feel my fingers again. Half an hour. Early signs of frostbite. This must be treated quickly. Despondent refugee. Yeah, I can relate. These are some good looking chairs though.
radio is based on this location. It's not proximity based.
If you come down here, you can't hear it, even if you're in the same zone.
Well, yeah, but I meant like this little gazebo area.
Yeah.
Normally stuff like that's proximity based.
It's directional based. If you're over here and you spin the camera around, you can hear it change.
That's interesting. The way how they have that Garlean theme played, it just sound like that. What we are, the Garlean theme we're familiar with, is just a first part of a verse, or what's it called?
Hello, Lycinia.
A segment. Hi, Lycinia. Clicking on her. Lycinia's inner turmoil is writ plain on her face. Sorry, I'm still finding it hard to come to terms with all that's happened. Now that you're here, though, I'm hoping things might change for the better. You know, I've worked up quite a sweat from all that running about, so I'll leave space around the fire for the others. As you can tell, they're in a far worse state than me. We were planning to look for somewhere warmer or with more food, but they're not going anywhere until we nurse them back to health, which I don't know how to do. Is there anything you can do to help them? Huh. Before the Civil War, I was a student. The others were officials of some sort, I think. Even after all this time together, we hardly know the first thing about each other. What I do know is this. We're Garleans. When times are hard, we stick together, no matter what. Hey, Alfie. Clicking on Alfie. I can treat their frostbite and their wounds, but it will take time for the fire to do its work. Now would be a good occasion to use some of Emanilane's tinctures, the ones that can warm body from the inside out. To make sure everyone gets one. Sure thing. Sickly refugee. You get the first one. The numbness is beginning to subside, though I suspect once the fire dies it will return with a vengeance. Not what if I have anything to say about it with this warming tincture. Being guessed from the notoriously unreliable Mandalane, it is a highly doubtful this concoction will have the intended effect. If only there were willing and, more importantly, unwitting volunteers on whom to test it. Oh. Oh dear. Warming tincture? I never heard of such a thing. No harm in trying. But tell me, have you heard aught of the city? Though calling it that seems absurd after what's happened. It's nothing but ruins now. The few buildings still standing offer no more than meager protection from wind and snow. Food production, water purification. The magic that sustained us has come to a grinding halt. What machina that remains operational cannot be run for lack of ceruleum. Of course, Cerulia Ingens is full of the stuff, for all the good it does us. No one knows the first thing about extraction or refinement. Yeah. Many of our ancestors succumbed to the bitter cold when first they came to these lands, much as we are now. But with discipline and order, any obstacle can be overcome. When every man knows his duty and is held to account if he shirks it, without a hierarchy, this is what we are reduced to. Huh. Emaciated refugee. All's well. Yes, never better. Have a warming tincture. Hopefully this stuff actually works. Oh, what sweet libation is this? Is it poison by any chance? It was a joke.
Turning in the last one, there's a cutscene.
If I laugh, 'tis that I may not weep. So said the poet. And alas, my tears would freeze on my cheek ere they fell. We are the blessed damned to bear witness to the fall of the great empire, while our brethren lie dead, or live on as puppets of flesh. First came the war, then came the roar. When morning came, Garlemald was no more. In a cacophony of gunfire, explosions, and screams was our beloved capital razed to the ground. When the rubble rose, the disheveled remnants, their lavish finery caked in ash, as they shuffled mindlessly towards the palace, each bearing a fragment of stone or metal, an offering perhaps to the architect of our destruction. A hopeful few tried to reason with the deranged, only to be beaten for their kindness. But I knew better than to plead with the Horde. I fled with my health, if not my conscience preserved. Now I wait with my fellow cowards for our final judgment. Jeez. If you listen very, very carefully, you can hear it. The sound of my stomach eating itself. Would that it could devour my soul. Jeez. Okay, just spawn at refugee. What do you want? I have a warming tincture. I'm gonna hand it over. A tincture. May as well drink it, I suppose. Oh, there's a cutscene. It's a radio. You don't have them where you come from, I take it. We use them to listen to messages sent by others, even over great distances. There are different types, but this model is by far the most popular. Made with quality components crafted with the finest ore. Sourced from Locus Aminus it is. Not all that useful since the capital fell into ruin. People at the broadcasting station must have either fled or ended up like all the others. Because all we've been hearing is the same music, being played over and over again. Home beyond the horizon, and ode to the brave men and women sent to reclaim our ancestral homeland of Locus Aminus. We may have founded an empire in these frozen wastes, but we always hope to take back what was once ours. It is a solemn reminder that though we must suffer great hardship, better days will surely come. Despite everything, I believe that the Emperor Varus yet lives, and that he speaks to us through our radios. It's a cunning strategy faking his murder. He must have foreseen this catastrophe and chosen to conceal himself, that he may one day make his triumphant return. Yes, I'm sure of it. Emperor Varus will not be defeated so easily. I have faith you will deliver us from this madness, your radiance. By your grace, shall Golemod be reborn. Shoot. Hey, Licinia.
Another cutscene.
What's that? Go on. So this is what you gave the others? Thank you. I'll save it for later. Actually, I have a few things to ask you. Are you part of the group staying in Letterim? I saw Legatus Vergilia's troops heading towards the Magna Glacies a few days ago. Are they the ones you encountered? Yeah, I took them. It was a fight. A good fight. Camp Broken Glass, you called it. And Vergilia and her men are all there now. So how did you reach the Magna Glacies? Did you cross the mountains on foot? Or actually flew? Go on a trebuchet and everything. Airships. There might be a way to... Licinia? Where is everyone? Is something the matter? I heard something in there. A voice from inside, you say? You must be imagining things. Everyone's out here. Perhaps a baby almost has found its way into the house. It wouldn't be the first time. Without the soldiers to scare them off, wild animals have been roaming closer to the settlements. Some have been known to attack people, too. I've just had an idea. If you and yours are strong enough to defeat a Legatus, then surely a few beasts shouldn't pose a threat. If you have a mind to continue helping us, perhaps you could head to the other side of the lake. There's a small group of tappers living there. People whose job was to extract ceruleum. They still do, from what we can tell. I've already tried asking if they would share their fuel with us, but they're not willing to give it away. They want food in exchange. Lots of food, and that's something we don't have and we can't get on our own. On top of that, To even reach their den, we'd have to make our way past all those creatures. Would you be willing to go in our place? We only need enough ceruleum to last until the others are strong enough to travel to your camp. If the offer still stands, that is. Oh, and I don't expect you to give up your own supplies, but there might be another way to pay the tappers. I have my answer.
Same.
Yeah.
Alright, clicking it in 3, 2, 1. Best watch out for baby almasties while we're away. Oh, yes, of course! If I see any, I'll be sure to shoo them away. To reach Tapper's Den, you'll have to cross the lake. The ice is thick enough to support a person's weight, but if you'd rather not take the risk, you'll need to take the long way around. Finding the entrance can be a bit tricky too, so it's easier to just look for someone standing guard outside. However, however you decide to head there, please be careful. Just immediately
I've got a bad feeling everyone here does.
Maybe.
Possibly because of the potions Elf Boy gave.
Oh, that's got me concerned as well, now that you bring that up. I'm not sure what else the tappers might need besides provisions, or I dare say that capable fighters like yourself can offer them other forms of compensation, calling dangerous beasts, that sort of thing.
Looks like we go into the cave we saw, Vile.
Aye.
Alright. We head that way then.
Me and Ari already got all the aether currents in this map while you were gone.
Great, great, cool.
He cheated. He had Dwabbit fly him around. I did it on foot.
Dang!
He offered,
Frickin'.
you turn him down.
Yeah, but it's fun figuring out where all the aether currents are. Some of them are not easy to get without flying. You actually have to do like a little jump puzzle or something.
There is an aether current right next to where we're going though, if you want to get that.
Yeah.
Good to know. Alright, let's talk to the burly tapper. Ugh, disgusting. Alright, clicking him in 3, 2, 1, clicking now. Who goes there? How did you find us? I'm looking to strike a bargain. What do you mean? What do you mean I stand out like a sore thumb? If the purebloods over at Victor's Spoils hadn't given away our location, you'd never have found us. Those stuck-up arseholes thought they could come waltzing in here demanding ceruleum with nothing to offer in return. Ha! Looks like the boot's on the other foot now the capital's gone to shite. So I've resorted to sending you to negotiate. I know you're in game, Sellsword. They think you will give in to intimidation. They've got another think coming. Well then.
Well, I've got news for you, boys. We
Finger
ain't
guns.
playing that game.
Am I dead yet? Yeah, we just completely evaporated their ether. There you are. Just after you left, Licinia asked me to go up and catch up with you, in case you needed a hand. Someone must have slipped that I've a little experience in transporting barrels of ceruleum. So this is Tapper's Den. Well then, after you. Alright. Who are you? What happened to the guards? I destroyed them. We destroyed them. Eosians and rebels here to save the people of Garlemald? That doesn't make any goddamn sense! When the hell would you pass up this chance to put those Imperial bastards to the sword? Let me guess. None of your Gallian? You're brought here from other lands? Girabania, Yanja, Boja, Dalmasca, to name but a few. Some dragged here against our will, others fed bollocks about a better life, all put to work extracting ceruleum. All given the esteemed title of An, placing us firmly on the bottom rung of the ladder. But the old hierarchy means nothing in the new Garlemald, says we. About the only thing that's escaped more or less unscathed is Cerulia Ingens, still sustaining us, even with our paymasters out of the picture. We heard you're experts in drawing up ceruleum from the bottom of the lake, but how can you do that if it's frozen over? Ha! Wouldn't you like to know? Trade secrets, I'm afraid. At any rate, it's not as if ceruleum is used for much these days. What with the city in ruins? We take enough to power our heaters and save the surplus for later. And though it helps stave off the cold, it does sort all about our hunger unless we can trade it away. Speaking of which, be sure to tell your contingent we've got ceruleum by the barrelful. If they're interested, we'll exchange it for whatever provisions we are willing to spare. We can certainly ask, but if you're free to go now, why carry on living here? Free to go? Go where? Even if we manage to get back to our homelands, there'll be nothing left for us thanks to the Empire, and the knowledge and skills we acquired working here would be practically useless outside of Garlemald. So we're staying for the time being. Long as there's need for ceruleum, we'll find a way to get by. Even if Garlemald as we knew it is gone for good. It's kind of weird to think about. Garlemald is just, yeah, gone for good. Yeah. Because we're not actually in the Garlemald city. It's just Ilzabard.
No. You do enter part of the city proper.
Oh.
Like it's inside. There's like 3/4 of the city is in this map, and it's just all toasted.
So wait, I'm looking.
It's actually been decimated.
I'm looking at the world map. Wait, that freaking spire in Garlemald? That's been there forever, hasn't it?
No.
On the world map? No. I remember a spire being there.
Yeah, there was the Imperial like castle thingy.
And so this thing kind of landed smack dab on top of the capital then.
It didn't land on it. It grew from it, from best I can tell. And I think that specific image was revealed in patch 5.54? 5.5, somewhere between there, I think.
I see. Alright, I'm gonna talk with Jarek again. If you're wondering why we post guards outside, it's because we've had trouble with other refugees. I don't mean the ones that Victor spoils. Some of them come bearing weapons and won't take no for an answer. As for the 2 guards you met on the way in, I'll tell them what we've discussed. Once they've discovered from the beating you gave them. Once they've recovered from the beating you gave them. Come to think of it, maybe we should ask our contingent to send some bandages and healing balm. Okay. Alright. Gonna click on Alice then. Did any of you want to add anything?
No, I'm ready to keep going.
Alright. We're gonna click on Alice in 3, 2, 1. Regardless of what the Ilsabar contingent does for the people of Garlemald, the Empire itself is already a thing of the past. For many, that would be a cause for celebration, but for others, their whole way of life will have been turned upside down. After all the atrocities committed in the Empire's name, perhaps it is for the best that it is consigned to history. But what of the ordinary people? Their lives, their stories? Should they be forgotten too? I suppose there'll be plenty of time to ponder that later. For now, let's see about getting some ceruleum. Okay. Looks like we're gonna be going to Rival Wings.
Har har.
Ha 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 ha. Let's see what else. The fire we built at Victor's spoils won't last forever, and it's too dangerous for Licinia and the others to search for some kindling. If we can get some ceruleum, that'll be one less thing for them to worry about. For a time, at least. Alright, I'm gonna click on Jarek. You all ready?
Yeah.
Rightio. Clicking on Jarek. 3, 2, 1, go. Jarek is amenable to making a deal. So you've come seeking ceruleum, have you? Yes. What? Those purebloods of us Victor's spoils sent you? They turn to their enemies for help. They must be more desperate than I thought. Then again, Lysinia's got her little sister to think about. Her sister? But we only saw Lysinia and 3 men. It's possible she died from whatever was ailing her. If she needed treatment, I doubt there'd be any way to get it around here. I may have refused Lysinia at first, thinking she'd come back with something in exchange, but I could spare them a bottle's worth of ceruleum. Consider it a reward for introducing me to the rest of your contingent. Be sure to send them our way, you hear? Okay. I can't for the life of me think why Lysinia would keep her sister a secret from us. But we can ask about that after we've delivered the ceruleum. Come on, let's hurry back. Anything else, Jarek? I don't know the details, but she mentioned a sister 3 years her junior who's in poor health. That being the case, I thought her people would be willing to cough up some supplies in exchange for ceruleum. But maybe they didn't have anything after all.
Someone bought my wood. One of them.
Wow. Already?
Yeah.
Dang. I might have to work
It was a single normal quality length that is sold for 6,500.
Jeez. That's some... Dang.
It was probably worth 3 times as much, like, day one.
Probably. Oh, shoot. This place has a very somber tone to it. Like, even its day theme is really subdued. Doesn't help that it's raining. But I feel like it should be snowing. Gosh. Alright. Where you at? What? What's back here?
None of your business. Go turn in your quest.
Okay. Jeez. Alright, I'm gonna click on alias. This isn't right. It's too quiet. I would have thought Alphino would still be treating them by the fire, but they're nowhere to be seen. I'll look inside the house, while you search outside. They can't have gone far. Oh gosh. Sickly refugee. Damn it! Damn it all! Okay. Alphino? I click on Alfie. I click on him. They asked me to help carry supplies. But when I followed them back here, they attacked me. Oh! Caught me off guard. Forced me to defend myself. I fear they fared rather worse than me. You can't fool us. We know what you're about. Vultures. That's what you are. Waiting in the wings for us to show weakness. Then in you swoop. Here to help? What a rot! What a ploy to make us lower our guard. Let you in. Put ourselves at your mercy. Put us in chains. Steal our lands. Get your revenge. You're wrong. That's not what any of us want. Save the arguments for later, we've got bigger problems. I found empty medicine bottles in a bed that it was still warm. It's true. Licinia was hiding her sick sister inside the house. But now, there's no sign of either of them. Where are they? Where did they go? Away from you and yours. If you think I'll tell you, you're a fool. I never give up my people. We're trying to help them, you idiot! Her sister's ill! The empty bottles prove it! So the medicine ran out, or she put it in her pockets to make it easier to carry. Or to avoid the sound of clinking glass. There are beasts everywhere! How could you let them go alone? To protect them from you! You invade our homeland, taint it with the same sorcery used to slay our countrymen. A Gallian should sooner die than suffer the insult. Better for them to flee, keep their purity intact, than be corrupted by your vile magics. We were waiting for a chance to free them, since the moment you arrived. This is getting us nowhere. I cannot say how Licinia and her sister will react when we find them, but find them we must. Go on without me, both of you. I first need to attend to my injuries and theirs. I will join you in the search after. All right. Be careful. We'll do our best to find them quickly. There's only one path out of here, so that's where we'll start. Gosh. Afi, anything else to say? I'll follow as soon as I can. After I've given them some basic treatment, I'll take them inside the house and use a light sleeping enchantment to help them rest, and ensure that they don't cause any more trouble. I'm sorry. This is something I must do. Refugee. Rob us of our lands. Rob us of our pride. No, I'll not allow it. Better to die free than live in servitude and shame. The girls would say the same. Oh, gosh. At the end of the trail.
I'll be right back a few minutes. You can follow the trail.
Okay. Alright. How'd I say? 2 sets of fresh footprints. Young women, judging by the size. This is definitely them. Come on. This is kind of rough.
What?
It's just like we're trying to help, but it's like they're just gonna end up having their entire people just erode away because of these firmly established just nationalist ideals, I think is the term.
They're being patriotic to their country. It's all they know.
Yeah. Now let's say the trail stops at the frozen lake. Perhaps they chose this route so as not to leave footprints. I can't think of any other reason. Look at this place. It's crawling with beasts, and I can only imagine how hard it must be for her alien sister to cross the ice. We could really do with Afino's help, but we can't afford to wait for him. Let's split up and look for clues. This is a large area to cover. It's over here. Empty bottle. The empty bottle smells faintly of alcohol. A thin coating of dirt indicates it has been here for some time. It is unlikely to have any connection with Licinia or her sister. There's a graveyard over here. Nope, those are just plants. Fresh blood. Oh gosh. The blood staining the snow appears to be fresh. Judging by the amount, the victim may have been severely wounded. The trail of blood leads southeastwards. Oh gosh. This is about to get sad, I feel. The heck is this thing? A cherry blossom tree.
The cutscene is voiced.
Okay, I'm about to be there. Should we wait for Boom?
I can't stop it, so
Okay.
you can
Oh,
wait for him
gosh.
if you want.
I think I know what's gonna happen. What's going on? Oh man. You did say to go on. Yeah, I think I'll start it. I'll go on ahead.
Oh, not the line.
I'm gonna click it. I'm gonna start it.
God.
I'm doing the aiding, channeling thing. The two bodies are already cold. Oh.
Blood trail. We found one. They were attacked. No. Why? Why wouldn't they?
Safer to brave the wilds than trust in our magic. We should have... I should have... We can't leave them like this. We have to take them home.
What if we're only making it worse?
Maybe we don't belong here, but neither do they. Not out here in the wind and the cold.
Oh. That's the line.
Yeah.
I heard the story about Varus's voice from beyond the grave. Of course, I didn't believe it, but Licinia and her sister did. Perhaps
Boom's
there's something to the
getting caught
tale after all. I want to understand. So I'm going to borrow this for a while, if that's all right. You had every reason not to trust us. We came as trespassers, invaders. But I pray that in time, we will be more than that to you. That we will find a way to help your loved ones. And see that no more children are left to freeze alone in the snow.
I'm turning the battle music off.
Yeah, I did that earlier.
Is that music still playing for you, by the way?
What music?
That was going on the ending cutscene.
No, it's just silence.
I'll hold off to let Boom get through it. Wow. Gosh.
Try not to speculate in chat, guys. We can't tell if it's just somebody phrasing a spoiler as speculation or if it's actually just speculation. So try not to do that.
Yeah. Man.
I don't know. He's deafened.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. Then. He's deafened. Yeah. That's. I mean, it's just really highlighting the fact that evil is a matter of perspective.
It really
To
did.
the Garlean natives who were forced here by the conflict, like 850 years ago. This is their national homeland. This is all they've known. It's what they've been taught their entire lives for generations upon generation. And then suddenly, you know, in the process of what they seem as a noble cause of reclaiming their homeland, we repel them. Their emperor gets assassinated. Civil war breaks out. Their entire nation is up in turmoil. And then we come knocking on their front door.
Hmm.
You know, this is a people who has to rely on magitech and technology. They see us as essentially how a modern society would see like demons with magic. Like we probably do actually just make them think of monsters.
Man. Well, looks like he's caught up.
There he is. Hey, boom.
Hey.
Welcome back.
That was a little depressing, eh?
Yeah, and someone as compliments would be on my glam.
Yeah.
Is this? Do we drink the happiness thing now?
I'm holding off. I only got one happiness juice. Let it save it.
Yeah, I'm saving this shit all the way until after I cut Xenos' head off. As a friend, you know.
Yeah, as a friend. As you are. I'm gonna talk with Alpha now. He says nothing. I'm gonna talk with Alice now. I'm gonna click him. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Clicking
I
Alice.
already did it.
Oh my lord. There must have been something we could have done. But what? Should we have never come here? Will they still be alive if we hadn't? Don't give me that triumphant music. This ain't a triumphant moment.
Ba, 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 ba.
I'll say, if only we'd had a chance to talk things over. It's too late now. Too late by far. Alphano's resolve may be shaken, but he has not forgotten his duty. We've already caused much harm here. Let us return to the camp before we cause any more. As for those inside the house, we should send someone to take care of them. Someone who isn't us. All we can do for now is to report to Lucia and do everything in our power to prevent further tragedy. So let us linger here no more. Come.
The music at Broken Glass is so nice.
Happiness juice is liquid copium.
Sounds about right. I'm gonna talk with these folks. Alpha now. Would you mind giving Lucia a full report? I'll say. We must have forgot to send some of our alias dappers then. We still owe them for the bottle of ceruleum. Yeah, you stole her? Treatment of the tempered is proceeding as well as can be expected. If there's anything to report, you'll be sure to know. Though I gather you have a report of your own to deliver. Arun Sana, is something the matter? The twins look out of sorts, and you too seem a bit off. Is there Maxima? So many birds. Forgive me for saying, but the three of you appear rather drained since your return. Is there aught I might do I might do to be of assistance? Alright, going to talk with Lucia.
For yourself?
Sure. Though we look drastically different. Very different. It's the next part of the story, and I feel like it's gonna be a cutscene.
Is that you trying to subtly tell me to get back in there?
He was correct.
If you want to be like in sync, but if you want to go at your own pace, then okay.
I'm just smacking the tree right outside. There's
It's
like
also voiced.
There's 2 gathering nodes right outside that building.
Oh, I might do a little bit of that too then.
Too late.
Okay.
Watch him
now.
through the window.
I'm clicking Lucia. Alice and Alpha now tell me they have finished their preliminary search for survivors. Refrain from saying much more than that. Clearly they are reluctant to provide details. Might I ask for your account?
Thank you for your report. We shall inform the troops of these developments and instruct them to proceed with the utmost caution should they encounter any survivors.
Allow me to go and speak with the ones at the victor's spoils. They may be more willing to listen to a fellow Garlean and accept our offer of assistance.
I pray you are right. And though I am loath to burden you any further, should there be an appropriate occasion to speak of Licinia and her sister, please do so.
I am sorry to have put you through this.
My distress is nothing compared to their suffering. So tell me, what else have we learned?
As you may have already heard, we have succeeded in curing the members of the Popularis, Maxima identified. They have provided us with some intriguing insights into the current state of Garlemald. The assassination of Emperor Varus was the catalyst for the civil war. Nerva declared his claim to the throne, and his opponents refused to recognize it. Fighting broke out in the capital, where Nerva's Third Legion clashed with the First, who remained loyal to Varus even after his death.
Of course, even Imperial warmongers would balk at the idea of turning their shining city into a battleground. Like burning down the wood to spite the wasps. Neither side would be so mad. Unless something or someone inflamed their animosity to such an extent that they could not help but act against their better judgment.
It brings to mind events at the Gimlet Dark, does it not? The Emperor's sudden withdrawal from the front lines, specifically. Nerva and his father, Titus, Varus's then political rival, took advantage of rumors that Crown Prince Xenos had been possessed by a demon.
Elidibus, what better way to disparage your enemies than with the truth, or a close enough approximation?
Indeed. But before their accusations could be substantiated, many of Titus's followers were silenced. While some were merely stripped of their status, others died under curious circumstances. One after another, suddenly and suspiciously.
Again, Elidibus. Like as not, he had a hand in it. No evidence was found to implicate Varus, certainly. Nevertheless, Titus, Nerva, and the Third Legion would have judged it a brazen attempt by the Emperor to rid himself of his political enemies. And then, in the midst of this growing turmoil, Varus Sosgalvis is murdered. And Garlemald's own prodigal son, Gaius van Belsar, is named the murderer. Shortly thereafter, Nerva claims the right of succession, and in response, the First Legion claims the assassination was part of a coup d'etat orchestrated by Titus and Nerva.
So no one is at fault, and everyone else is to blame.
I should add that both parties received substantial financial backing, presumably to provide them with the means and encouragement to pursue a swift victory, and that these contributions came from the self-same benefactor.
I'd heard House Brutus had been filling the Third Legion's coffers, but the First as well.
It would seem so. Though the Popularis determined that the First Legion received funds from a variety of organizations, all had connections to House Brutus.
So Fandaniel, in the guise of Asahi, was playing both sides against each other the entire time.
The information we gained from my friends does not end there. One night, shortly after fighting broke out, the capital was shaken by an immense tremor. From that point onward, they have no memories, no recollection of any events, including our clash on the Magna Glaciers. But when asked about the Imperial Palace and its bizarre transformation, they somehow recall Emperor Varus giving them orders in their dreams. May the Tower of Babel stand as testament to the glory of Garlemald.
Oh.
This sounds awfully familiar.
We have something to show you all.
Varys spoke to them through this radio. Perhaps it was a recording, but if not, that would be inexplicable.
We are of one mind, then.
The ether that permeates the ore used in this device is almost identical to that of the talismans.
I see it. While it is likely more by coincidence than design, these devices might also ward against a primal's influence. A picture is beginning to form. If the tremor felt throughout Garlemald was a wave of ether emitted by a primal, then while those within range would have been tempered, those huddled around a radio desperate for news concerning the Civil War would have been spared.
No wonder Licinia kept it close.
My friends, I must speak with you. A young man was caught trying to steal our supplies. He is a soldier of the Iron Men, we think, but one who has not been made thrall. Thankfully, Magni restrained him before blood was spilled. The stranger is outside, if you wish to ask him questions.
I think we do.
Who do we have here?
Garleans?
Traitors to your homeland! Have you no shame?
I am Lucia Junius, a Temple Knight of Ishgard. And you are?
Iulus Pier Norbanus. And that's all you invaders will get from me.
We are not here to invade Garlemald. Far from it. Like you, our allies in Eorzea and the Far East fight in defense of their lives and their loved ones even as we speak. But it is the people of Garlemald who have suffered most. This we know. And that is why we have come to offer you our aid, that we may unite against our common foe. Whether you believe me or not, those are the facts. Now, answer me this. Why would a proud soldier of the Empire be reduced to stealing? The situation must be dire indeed for you to go to such lengths. If it is supplies you seek, we would gladly share ours, or turn a blind eye while you leave with your spoils.
I will not negotiate. My commander will determine how to deal with you and yours. If you wish to treat with him, I will take you, but no more than 3.
Right there.
I don't much like the sound of that. But if we do accept his proposal, I suggest the 2 of us and...
Please allow me and Alize to act as envoys.
May I ask why?
We have seen with our own eyes the hardships the Garleans face, how their futures and lives hang in the balance.
It's not the warmest invitation, but it's an opportunity to prove our intentions true. Maybe not a chance to make things right, but a chance to Make them better.
Hmm.
You at the text option yet?
I am.
Boom.
Yeah.
Well, now. Before we begin, I need to call something out.
What? The guy was in the trailer. I remember.
No. Camden Door. If you're still here, don't do what you did earlier. Thanks.
I don't know what you're...
Earlier in chat, Candendor said... Oh, great, now I need to find it again.
Was it the only thing you timed out?
No. This was 20 minutes. Yeah, a little over 20 minutes ago. Said also, I think the radio somehow stopped a lot of the tempering in the Empire, it seems. And somebody immediately said, don't spoil. So, don't do that. Don't phrase spoilers as conjecture or speculation. I'm going to leave this at a verbal warning, but if it happens again, people will get timed out. Don't do that, please.
Could have just
Anyway.
been the, okay, never mind. I think I have my decision to click.
Ditto.
Same.
Alright, gonna click in 3, 2, 1. Going. I'm going with you.
I can see that persuading you otherwise is a lost cause, but you will proceed with the utmost care.
A couple of children and what? A sellsword? Is this an insult?
Not in the least. You will find that they are more than qualified to speak on our behalf.
There are many dangers on the road ahead. I will need that back.
So he's a gunbreaker.
Most people in Garlemald are. Well, not necessarily gunbreakers, but they primarily use gun blades like that.
Yeah. That's a lot of people to talk to. Magni! The lowly task of keeping watching over provisions would not normally befit the sun. But these being unusual circumstances, I want to let no man take that which is not by right theirs. Julius, said your farewells, have you? Okay. Half an hour. Perhaps it is unwise to volunteer for a mission so soon after the previous disaster. Nevertheless, I shall not squander this opportunity. Yeah, you've kind of recently been traumatized, Alice. I know, this won't bring back Licinia or her sister. Taking the same risks, making the same mistakes. It's possible, but better to try than to give up. Every time. Yeah, Y'shtola. I worry they were not in the best state of mind to volunteer for this undertaking. But what's done is done. I know you'll take good care of them. And yourself as well, I trust. Yeah. Arun Senna. They are resilient in the face of hardship. You as well. But good intentions and stubborn determination alone will not be enough to bring our mission to a successful conclusion. Be on your guard. Thanks. Maxima! Iulis Piernobanus. It is unusual for one so young to achieve such a high rank. Very unusual. His uniform identifies him as a member of the First Legion, which has a particularly fierce reputation. Whoever his superior may be, I advise you to approach them with caution. That's valuable information. Serena, we captured the boy as he was about to make off with our food. He must be very hungry to take such risks. Maybe we should give him something to eat. Reward him for his boldness. Perhaps. Alright, I'm ready to proceed. Alrighty, I'm gonna click on Lucia in 3, 2, 1, clicking. You will be received as invited guests, and so I urge you to observe proper social etiquette and conduct yourselves accordingly. Your safe return takes precedence above all else. Remember this. Thancred, in particular, will be worried sick if you're gone too long. May the Fury watch over and keep you. Cool.
So mind your manners, Vile.
As long as ain't nobody named like fucking Boobacus or Dickon.
Oh my gosh. As I said before, Thancred can be quite the warrior, but rest assured he only has your best interests at heart. Oh my gosh. Julie,
Even you thought that was funny, Boom. You know it.
How freaking unfortunate. Anyway, talking to Julius, clicking him now. Are you and the children ready? I'll explain the route once we are outside your camp. If anyone attempts to follow us, we will judge it an act of hostility. We will not hesitate to take appropriate measures. I would expect nothing less. You have our full cooperation. Alright. Half-An and Alice? Hello? Alice? Where do you think their headquarters are? I assume there are a few others beside him and this commander he mentioned. Yeah. Alfie, we will do only as instructed. After all, this is what we have been striving for ever since we arrived. Alright, Julius, clicking him now. Alright, this is far enough. Listen carefully. We head over that hill, then follow the road until we reach Liminal Station 4. Children in the lead. I want you where I can see you. We do have names, you know. I'm Alice, and he's Alphino. And last but not least, there's Lucia. Lucia. Where have I heard that before? I don't know. Where would you have heard that before? No matter. Alphino and Alice will watch the road ahead, while we bring up the rear. I wasn't lying about there being many dangers, so you're to run, not saunter, run towards the station. If you even think about going for your weapon, the deal's off. Should any creatures bar the way, we go around them. Once you choose to depart, Julius will accompany you. Alphino and Alice will then begin moving towards the destination. Make your way to Liminal Station 4 without falling behind. If you leave Julius behind for any reason or lose sight of Alphino or Alice, you may try to return at the starting point. Ready to make a dash for the station? What would you say? Sure.
What happens if I unsheath my weapon?
I'm curious too.
Try
Speak with Julius. If it's a conversation you'll want, save it until we've arrived.
Nothing happens.
Streetlights.
This must be the road he mentioned. If we follow this, it should lead to the station. Not the easiest surface to run on.
Wait, is it raining? I just noticed
It is.
that.
Yeah, it was raining on the body.
Wow, look above us! What?
What? Oh gosh! It's the Eorzean army!
Apparently. Bran was part of that.
Oh.
I can't do the thing because freaking he'll.
Oh my god, it's a lot of Bahamets.
That is a lot of Bahamets.
That's a lot of Bahamets.
That is a lot of Bahamets. What's the dealio over here?
It's a hunt.
It's the hunt.
Wow, they one-shotted it.
I would go participate, but I can't because freaking Jolas here is a dubshot.
Alright. How'd I say? We're here, I think. Alphino. It's nothing like the ones in Thanalan. Yeah, Julius. Talking to Julius now. Gosh. This is it. The first stop, that is. Good. Looks like your friends knew better than to follow us. Are these your headquarters? No, we're stopping here so I can check for pursuers. Since it appears you've kept to your side of the bargain, we can carry on. Yeah, for now. We're getting closer to the Imperial Palace, if one can still call it that. It truly is a terrifying sight to behold. Alice, I wonder what sort of conditions Julius and its comrades are living in. If they've any sense, they'll have picked somewhere like Victor's spoils to take in shelter. Alright, talking to Julius. North of the station is Regio Demorum, one of the main residential areas. At least it was. The afflicted roam the streets in packs. The tear us to shreds if given the chance. Keep close. No wandering off. Understood. Alright, complete.
I like these boots, Foil. They're like a little metallic.
Those do look pretty good.
The Shadowbringers ones?
No, the ones we just got.
Oh, I didn't open them yet.
I haven't either. Alright, I'm clicking on Julius. Julius knows only too well that danger lurks around every corner. From here, we'll be heading northeast, keeping to the left of the railway. While the road itself is straightforward, getting past the hordes unseen is anything but. Keep your weapons at the ready. They would attack their own countrymen? Aye. They spare their own, but slaughter the rest without hesitation. Though we'll try to avoid detection, the chances of sneaking by completely unnoticed are slim at best. I will lead the way, but in the event we are seen, you're to fight them off. Those two will follow us, provided they can refrain from drawing their weapons. While they would be foolish enough to stab their guide in the back, I will not take that chance. That said, let's proceed. Alright, making my way that way. These are train tracks.
Yeah.
Quite.
And there's the train. Oh dear. Phew. Alphano? We must stay alert. Alice? God damn it, we're perfectly capable of holding our own. Julius? I see why your comrades chose you. Julius, our contingent has a cure for the afflicted, or tempered as we call them. Your people would need to be taken into custody that we may administer the treatment, but they would eventually regain their sanity. Is that so? For all I know, your treatment would simply force them to forsake one master for another. As far as I and my legion are concerned, they are no longer our people. They'll be all in saving. Those who thought differently and tried to reason with them were butchered for their bleeding hearts. Come, we have to keep moving. Yeah, friggin' strict, I see.
Run, little mage, run!
The runaway train. Jeez. Bigger guns. Alice, I hate to watch you bear this burden alone. I'm not. FNL. Just standing, staring. Julius. Looks like we're not being followed. We will continue onward. Alright, we go on further. I don't know if he's saying anything when it starts. Oh, jeez. Half an hour. The surest way to limit casualties is to reach our destination without drawing attention to ourselves. Perhaps afterwards, we can try again to convince Julius that the temper can be saved. Alice? He truly believes there's nothing that can be done for them. No wonder he's afraid to get his hands dirty. Julius? I meant what I said. These people deserve only death. I stayed my hand before only out of desire to remain undiscovered. That is still the higher priority. We should continue to avoid any unnecessary confrontations. Keep following the railway. Gosh. Why is it still raining? It should be snowing. Maybe. Or at least hailing. Oh dear. So they don't actually say anything. Okay. Tempered Imperial. Oh jeez, what the frick? Finger guns. Ugh. LSA. Do you think they were once ordinary people? Alpha, no. Such a transformation is likely irreversible. Julius. Look at what they have become. Would you still stand there and claim that they can be cured? Alpha says yes. Was exposed to a vast quantity of Promos ether may suffer severe corruption. Even with treatment, such victims are beyond salvation. Then you admit it. Well, you ever seen these monstrosities for yourself? Perhaps you will think twice before speaking of a cure. Jeez.
Know where we're going, Boom?
Following Brim. Or I was.
Gosh. Pure ruins. Now let's say. Even here on the outskirts, it's plain to see how vastly different Garlemald is compared to other cities. Yeah, Alpha now. Though I wish there was another way, I thank you for keeping us from harm. Alright, I'm talking to Julius. We're almost there. You have kept your side of the agreement, so I will keep mine. This way. So they're walking. Julius? This is Tertium, one of Garlemald's largest stations. It now serves as our headquarters. I've already sent the twins ahead. I'll be with you soon. So wait for me at the bottom of the stairs. Okay. Go on, down the stairs, like I told you. Or is this your first time into an underground station? They're all over Garlemald. Even during severe blizzards, we could use them to travel from one end of the city to another. Like when they were still in operation, that is. Tertium. Theodora? Hello? She clearly has no intention of speaking with you. They say? I had no idea they had such expansive structures built underground. Alright, talking with the Alpha now. It's plain to see why they chose this as their base of operations. They could have done a lot worse. Even so, I imagine it's not the easiest place to live. Indeed. If Julius was willing to make the perilous journey to Camp Broken Glass in search of food, their own supplies must be all but exhausted. They may be shielded from the wind and snow, but it's still bitterly cold. Much like Victor's spoils, it must be a constant struggle to keep their people warm. Lower your voices. While you may be here as my guests, others will not take kindly to your presence. My commander is in the locomotive over there. It's quiet. Hello. Thank you.
This guy right here? This the guy back of the head that you saw in the trailer.
I'm trying to see. Oh! I will deal with you in a moment.
I think the line was, it was a grand and glorious dream we shared.
I see. Alice? He certainly looks the part. Half an hour? Now comes the true test. There's so many frickin' birds. Julius! We're talking to Julius.
Oh. Cutscene when you talk to Julius and it's voiced.
Cool, I'm in it already.
These are their chosen representatives.
Very well. Let us hear what they have to say.
Yes, sir. I present to you our commander, Lord Quintus Vankina, Legatus of the First Legion.
The first? I had no idea you had survived.
We lost our Emperor, our city, more than half our troops. For my wounds, I may never take the field again. But we survived, aye. In a manner much to your liking, I dare say.
We have no intention of adding to your misfortunes, nor do we bear you any ill will.
Spare me. Though you children may speak in earnest, overtures of peace ever ring hollow in my ears. So long as man stands to profit from his neighbor's suffering, war is inevitable. Driven from our ancestral homeland into this blasted waste. Yet still you yearned to rob us of our paltry scraps. 'Twas only with Magitech that you learned to keep your distance. Though we knew it was only a matter of time before you regrouped and returned. Conquest and empire were our only defenses. Emperors Solus and Varys understood this, and through their campaigns saw us grow and prosper. Much blood has been spilled in Garlemald's name, aye. But if it is a choice between yours and mine, then it is hardly a choice at all.
I do not deny that a great many conflicts throughout history were driven by the desire or necessity to gain by another's loss. That is not why we are here. Nor have we come to petition your aid in the war with the Telophoroi, grave though that threat may be. Our purpose is simply this. We wish to help you. Let us help you. If there is aught that can be done to ease your plight, we would be glad to do it.
Perhaps you would. But regardless of the ideals you espouse, your leaders would not send an army into Garlemald if they did not stand to benefit. If we accept their aid, they will expect their efforts to be rewarded once the Telophoroi are no longer a threat. And after compensation and concessions, the great empire would be brought to heel. Her enemies rejoice at her downfall. Our third eye, a mark of shame.
We won't stand idly by and let your people be humiliated. And we're not alone in that. We only want to make a difference, to make this world of ours better. Surely you can understand that. What I'm trying to say is, there are so many people who just don't care about making you suffer. And maybe that's almost insulting after all the suffering you feel the world has subjected your people to, but believe it or not, that's the truth. And now we're here, and all we're asking is for you to tell us what you want, what you hope for.
So much blood has been shed, so much lost. All because of this endless war. Who wouldn't want to end it? Can we not work together to face our problems as one?
Answer me this, young peacemakers. If a world without conflict is your desire, Why reject the unity and prosperity of Garlemald? Is it because we do not share your faith? That we do not share your heritage? That our ideals and virtues differ? That we cherish and hold in the highest that which you do not? Disparity is the root of discord, and peace built on compromise is flawed and fleeting. Happiness for one and all is a dream, and the reality is that to the victor go the spoils. That is why we Garleans will never submit nor surrender. For freedom and for pride, we will remain true to ourselves until the bitter end. That is my hope. It seems there is nothing more to say on the matter. You will remain here while I decide what is to be done with you. Do not be alarmed. No harm will come to you if you cooperate.
We will not resist. However, as your guests, I ask that we be allowed to speak with the other members of your group.
As you wish. I had no intention of locking you up, as by dawn you would be frozen stiff and you're no good to me dead. You are free to move about the encampment, but there is one condition. Collar them.
No, I don't like this. No, let me kill him. Let me kill him. I'll kill every one of them.
Oh my gosh.
Magic dampeners, watch.
What are these?
Incentive. You'll be watched at all times. Stray too far or act suspiciously, and we will administer a rather painful shock.
Yeah.
Stop.
He's smart.
Keep away from that one. The champion of Eorzea is not so easily cowed. Even if she allowed herself to be collared, the shock would be no more than an itch. No. If she refuses to obey, we will activate the twins' restraints instead.
You needn't worry about us.
We'll forget we're even wearing them soon enough.
Even now, you still... Why go to such lengths? What is it all for?
Yeah, I've got my option.
Same.
Likewise. Alright, clicking in 3, 2, 1.
You are a curious one. A far cry from the merciless barbarian others paint you to be. You will be their warden. Take them away.
Yes, sir.
Since everyone's gathered around, anyone touches the shot caller button and it'll be the last thing those fingers ever touch. Just a forewarning. Hey, they don't need the hands to stay alive.
Yeah, you do have one of the most intimidating looking weapons in the game, after all. It's a literal chainsaw scythe. A chain scythe. So,
a scythe.
Yeah. I imagine that's not too pleasant to chop through, since chainsaws rip and tear instead of cleanly slice.
Did someone say rip and tear?
Rip and tear until it is done.
We didn't get a notification saying if we go too far we like fail, so in theory we could just leave right now.
We're gonna talk with Quintus again. I've made my position quite clear. Do not test my patience. The guy looked like Ganondorf.
Wait, I hear the radio. Where's the radio?
Right here.
Thank you, I'm staring at it. I am aware it is here.
Queso? Cheese? Well, everything above ground is in complete ruins. The station has so far escaped more or less unscathed. It's far from the ideal place to live, but I'd prefer to take my chances down here than up there.
Lucron.
Huh. What? I already got that one.
Oh.
Octavia? I long for the day you breathe your last. Wow. Wow. Okay. Docenas?
What are you fucking surprised about? Everyone here hates your guts. Like, in the game.
The little chat bubbles that pop up. Ether Ace not responding. Alright, can I talk with Alice? I have to remind myself not to touch it, even if it starts to itch, or not set it off by accident. Anyway, enough about that. Let's learn what we can from the refugees. Half an hour? It will take more than a trifle such as this to deter us. Compared to what Golemot's people have suffered in recent days, these collars are a minor inconvenience. I wonder how painful that shock is. Like, I think he might be really vague about that, and it could very much be worse. Alright.
That'll be fine. It'll be a tickle for us.
Well, yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah. Julius has his orders, unpleasant though they may be. As per Lord Quintus's instructions, I am to supervise you during your time here in Tertium. Oh. Before you ask, no, I don't have a key or any other means to remove your collars. Nor would I tell you if I did, and if you try anything, you'll soon wish you hadn't. So,
don't
do you
use
truly...
magic.
Don't use magic. Oh. So, do you truly intend to speak with the others, or was that merely a ruse? We're in no hurry to disobey the Lord Quintus, if that's what you mean. Or perhaps you doubt the wisdom of his decision. Do as you will, but remember, I'll be watching. If I catch wind of you doing anything untoward, trying to trick our people into turning their coats and the like, those shot collars will be the least of your worries. Understood? Though we're somewhat compromised, to put it lightly, let's not waste this opportunity. I suggest splitting up and learning what we can of their situation. Above all else, don't use magics of any sort. That's what you meant. Did
someone say don't use magic? Yeehaw! What are you gonna do, bitches?
Wow. A rebel. You, on the other hand, may go wheresoever you wish, even outside the camp. I know full well I couldn't stop you if I tried. But do not forget, if you do anything to endanger us or our interests, Afno and Alice will pay the price. You heard what I said. Don't make me repeat myself. Okay, Queso, I'm gonna talk with you again. You came with Julius, didn't you? Well, whatever business brought you here, you best keep your hands off that aetherite. It's deactivated, but rather you didn't mess about with it. There are others throughout the city, built by Garleans. 4 Garleans could teleport all over in the blink of an eye, provided there was a terminal nearby. These days, however, we use the aetherite's power to keep this place lit. Well, that comes at the cost of its normal function. My expertise in maintaining magic-tech weaponry isn't exactly applicable to the machina you'll find here, but I'll see if I can get this aetherite working again. Anything to keep me busy. Sabin! What's up, Sabin? So cold. Yeah, the young soldier's on the verge of...
The twins are in this car.
What? Oh. Thanks for telling me. The guy just needs to suplex a train.
Oh, he's cold.
Yeah. Magitech radio.
Hold on.
Huh.
He's gonna go Black Mage.
No.
This radio is the same one as the one used at Victor Spoils. Oh.
He's cold.
It is what saved the soldiers here from being tempered. Yeah, I don't have effects on. Now I do.
He's cold.
You do good work. Yeah. Malleus. Get out of my ear, will you? I'm exhausted. The last thing I need is you and your drivel. Okay. Making it real hard to, like him. Alpha, no. Is there aught we may do to ease your woes? Can't use magic, Alice? So cold. Probably hasn't had a proper meal in days. If only we had brought some food with us. But perhaps I could use a little magic to... no, I mustn't. God, it's just so frustrating.
Cold?
Yep.
I have a solution for that.
Do you now? Oh my...
Oh, by the way, the
frickin'
that 10 high quality lumber sold.
Oh gosh.
78,000 guild, baby.
They're nice and toasty now.
My lord, I didn't have
Are you
effects
up?
on, but they're now. But they're on now.
Up? What are you doing?
Now we're
I just
working
warmed
on-
some people up. Don't worry about it.
Mercelinus, I know who you are, the so-called champion of Eorzea. Come to gloat, have you? I'll wipe that smirk off your face. By the blood of our fallen compatriots, I swear out. Damn, tore the stooges. Of all the times, the worst of the lot within striking distance, and I can't even muster the strength. If it weren't for the third bleeding us, we'd be the end of you. Vergilia's treachery nearly cost Lord Quintus his life, but we made our escape. Took shelter in a mansion, tended to the wounded as we prepared to strike back. And then, night fell, and we gathered around the radio. And the roar. The terrible roar. The capital was in chaos, but we were spared. If you can call this a mercy, mind intact, body broken. But body broken, soldier in name alone. I'd cut you down where you stand if I could. Murderer. How it must pain Lord Quintus to see our proud legion reduced to this. My suffering, my regrets, are nothing compared to his. And then there's Octavia over here, who wants to see our guts spill. It's you! Lucia Caratus! I served under Lord Gaius in the 14th Legion. I was there on the night the Praetorium fell. You and your adventurers. You killed them. My comrades. My friends. You swept them aside in their dozens. As though they were nothing to you. Well, yeah, it's the MSQ rule. What do you expect? Maybe I am too. Just another faceless enemy to be cut down. But it won't be long until our countrymen return. Until you get what you deserve. Mark my words! I was ready to abandon all hope. Until I saw you. You! Soon, very soon, we'll make you pay for every life you've taken. Why is it so glowing here? Oh. Alright, gonna talk with Alphino in here. Did you learn anything of note? Yeah, everything's gonna be needing some fire soon. Then your findings are consistent with my own. Their plight is desperate indeed. The sick and injured are at greatest risk. Without warmth and proper nutrition, I fear they will soon perish. Oh,
warmth, you say?
I realize there is precious little we can do for them at present, but I cannot bear to see them suffer. Please, will you help me tend to them? Yep, Boom's doing great work over there. There are several people in the next carriage I have yet to speak with. Could you start there?
Oh, I know just what they need. Let the healing powers flow through you.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Okay.
What? It actually heals now. It's healing. See?
It heals?
Yeah, and then I get a big little Papa heal, and it gives me regen. Ta-da!
Huh.
I'm a healer.
That may be healing
Yeah.
in ways you don't mean.
Giggity.
Shush! Dang it! Lewd. No matter what may betide, I've my daughter, and that alone shall keep me from succumbing to even the darkest of nights. Popea! Oh no. I've never been this cold or this hungry in all my life. When Golemon was built on frozen lace, the city itself was always warm. It was a warm, inviting place. Now, all once we had is in ruins. Flavius! I'm going to assist you by caressing your air. Who's there? My eyes, I can't see all that well. Thank you. The numbness has subsided a little. I know I won't last much longer. You should look to the others who can still fight. Give them my ration. If me going hungry means someone else lives to see another day, so be it. At least I can still serve in that way. Would you stay with me a little longer? Hold my hand. Yours are so much warmer. I could go more into the voice acting, but dang it. Coffee? So those you met who fare no better? I was afraid you would say that. I know we were warned against meddling in their affairs, but we can't leave them like this. Perhaps we might gain permission to have the contingent deliver supplies. Quintus may have made his feelings on the matter quite clear, but even he must recognize they are not in a position to refuse help. Maybe Julius could persuade him? But we'd need to persuade Julius first. Just a little more. Now I'm going to talk with Julius. 3, 2, 1, clicking now. Well, seen enough. Julius, the people here have barely enough food and fuel to survive. Have you and the other soldiers been able to procure any more supplies? We've been scavenging provisions from the nearby houses, as most families kept some stored away in the event they were snowed in. Still going out and getting it is dangerous work. We've a lot of mouths to feed. Fuel is a greater concern, though. We had ceruleum set aside. It was stolen. We haven't identified the culprit. Could have been the other refugees. One of the afflicted, for all we know. Either way, we are down to the last dregs. Without the heating they need, those in poor health are only going to get worse instead of better. If it's ceruleum you need, our contingent has secured a ready supply. We can have some sent over. We will not accept your charity. If we can hold on a little longer, the situation should change. Aye, everything will change. I have my option ready.
Same.
Done.
Alright, clicking in 3, 2, 1, now. One of your comrades mentioned something along those lines. Heard something of it, have you? Well, from what I've seen, there's little you could do to interfere, so there's no harm in telling you. One of our scouts spotted a hooded man issuing instructions to the afflicted. When the bastards were its loyal servants of the Telophoroi, then he made his way inside the Imperial Palace, or what stands in its place. But identified the seat of the enemy's power, we realized. Lord Quintus dispatched a messenger to the 10th Legion saying as much, and instructing them to join forces with the provincial legions. to prepare for a combined assault on the Telophori. Once our allies arrive, your contingent will be sent running for the hills. Then we shall reclaim the capital by our own hand. And how do you intend to survive in the meantime? At this rate, many of your countrymen will perish long before the reinforcements reach Garlemald. They need help now. Say the word and we will bring you ceruleum. I will speak with Lord Quintus. So, did he agree to it? No. We will not place Garlemald in debt of our enemies. I have, however, been ordered to search for ceruleum outside. As you are under my watch, you will come with me. Very well. After all, many hands make light work. You are more trouble than you're worth. Once we're outside, we will follow my instructions to the letter. We depart shortly. Right. You probably didn't see that.
I saw it. I can relay it if you want.
Alrighty.
I already did.
See what?
Just the time. I'm starting to run a little low on time here. And I feel like this is going to start another little chapter of the story. Like this half of Garlemald, at least. Alright. I'm gonna speak with Alice, eh? Without our healing magics, there's little we can do for these people beyond our offer words of encouragement. But this way we'll be able to offer them tangible assistance. And Alphino? Although this is hardly the solution we had in mind, it would have to suffice for the time being. Yeah. So would this be a good place to stop, you think, or should we go on just a little further?
Hold on.
Okay. Give me a moment, folks. Alright, we're gonna keep on going a little further, actually. Alright. We can go for another... until the next chat point, maybe.
There's checkpoints.
It feels like checkpoints, like when achievements are obtained. Do we get an achievement and whatnot?
Well, we got an achievement ending in Charlian, I think.
Okay, so maybe we can keep on going just a little further. Did you already get the next quest, Vial?
Yeah. I'm just
cool.
outside killing stuff.
Gotcha. Alright. I'm gonna grab the next quest then. Did you already get the next quest, Boom?
Yes.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna grab it too as well. Julius finds himself in the somewhat bizarre position of leading ambassadors of an enemy contingent on a savage mission. We'll begin our search for ceruleum in Regio Urbanissima. The first location is Forum Soleus, a park to the northwest of this station. You are to remain close at all times and act only as ordered. Follow me. Alright, so let's not aim for the achievement goal then. Thanks, and on account for... It can get kind of lengthy, so yes, so rest is advised. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. We won't aim for the next achievement, but maybe a point where it'd be like, something to stop and ponder upon. Good rest.
Ponder the orb?
Or pondering, yes. Wow, I just like comboed up 2 explorations at the same time. Nice. That's good EXP. Alrighty, Alpha now. Do you think this macabre graveyard for a war marker was once a park? Julius? This is the place. Alright, Alice. Clicking on Alice. Oh shoot, it's an immediate cutscene, I'm sorry. So this is the park. I'm surprised they found a space for one amongst all these buildings. Actually, the recreational areas come first. The houses were later built around them. A healthy society requires communal spaces for children to play and adults to socialize. This park was named after the founding father of the Empire, the great Solus Zosgalvas. Oh, I know the guy! Did we come to extract ceruleum from the wrecked Magitech armor? No, we've already drained it dry. Same goes for the rest of the machina in the vicinity. But as our ceruleum has been stolen, we must scour the city for every last drop. While I don't expect to find anything here, I've decided to try one more time, in case something has been overlooked. I see. And with your permission, we will commence the search. It's park materials. Or am I gonna gosh, there's... A cursory inspection of the wrecked Magitech armor confirms that the fuel canisters have long since been drained of ceruleum, as Julius said. There's someone else out here. Hey, Alpha, no? I don't imagine there would be much need for Magitech in a park of all places. But then again, I wasn't raised in Garlemald. There may have been uses for ceruleum that I've yet to consider. Entertainment. Julius. Julius ignores you as he stares at the water in silence, as if searching for something he knows has gone and will never return. That's depressing. This is a very tragic...
Oh, the slide has to be condemned! Man down!
Oh no. Oh no!
Heal
Man
him!
down! I need to look out. Make sure there's no traps. I see no traps. We're good. Children's slide. It's too far below. Too far below. I defy physics. The contraption is built in the style of Imperial war machina, armed with a battery of weapons and capable of transforming into different configurations. On closer inspection, it appears to be no more than a children's slide. Huh. What? Why would you think that? Alice, this, whatever it is, appears to have been some sort of symbolic meaning relating to this park. Even though this place is named after Solus, it doesn't seem to be a statue of him. Well, at least not anymore. Maybe it was once a fountain? Or somewhere the man himself used to sit. Not that it would matter, even if we knew. I can't help but wondering. Automated satellite, what? Here's a long quest line, but it's a good one. Gosh, okay. Oh, I found one. This one over here, the shop counter. Though rather small by Guardian standards, the structure is reminiscent of a merchant's stall. Perhaps it was built for children to play at shopkeeper. There's nothing inside resembling Magitech or any other devices that would be fueled by ceruleum. Tragic fate has befallen this place. So freaking tall. Where'd it be? I already checked this place. I already checked. It's not gonna be up there. It's the last one. Where's the last one? Dang it! Oh, it's up here. Oh, an aether current. Map of Forum Soleus. Several points of interest are marked on the map of Forum Soleus. The pond, children's play areas. To your knowledge, however, none would require the use of ceruleum. I see. Hey Julius. How you doing? I'm gonna click on Julius. Hey, what's up? Oh, it's you. Any luck? There's no sign of any ceruleum. Only surprising, but disappointing nonetheless. I couldn't help but notice you gazing at the pond. Is something the matter? What? Yes. I mean, no, it's just... I used to bring my brother and sister here to play. The pond was heated to stop it from freezing over. It's like all the other children, they just had to wade in and splash about. Would have stayed there if I didn't drag them out. We'd be sopping wet when all was said and done. Every time. And every time, when we'd get home, Mother would scold us, saying we'd catch our death walking around like that. The pond was heated. With a ceruleum-powered heater by chance? I suppose it might have been. Must have been. Come to think of it, I remember seeing engineers changing out a tank beneath the hatch. That was a long time ago, when the water still flowed clear and wasn't this brackish muck. Can't see a thing, and I can't remember where the hatch might be. The machinery most likely broke, and the amount of filth in there is probably the only reason it hasn't frozen over. I'd wager it's unbearably cold, though. Julius, what are your thoughts on magic? The average Gallian would jump out of the skin if they saw it. But the first has a few foreign signifieri and medici, so it doesn't scare me. Then I take it you won't mind if I employ a little now. Don't do it! Afano, as you have a knack for finding dry wood, why don't you bring me some? Once that's done, a blast of fire should do the trick. Leave it to me. You're gonna get shocked! You're not planning to go in there, are you? Of course I am. That tank isn't going to fetch itself. It's nothing so involved as extracting unprocessed ceruleum from a frozen lake, like how the tappers do it. We're talking about a shallow pond in a park, and we have a way of warming ourselves up after. But that's insane! So, fancy a dip? What?
Why do we have to go?
Why do we have to go? Step aside while I drink the pond away. That way we'll find it in no time. little friendly competition might make things. The last thing we need is okay. I got my
Nothing
answer.
like a couple pounds of malaria.
Right?
Just extra protein, guys. Go ahead.
All right. Y'all got your answer?
Mhm.
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1, clicking. Last one to find a cerulean tank is a rotten egg. Oh, I dare say we'll both smell like rotten eggs when this is over. She went in the water and she has an electrical collar. I don't like this.
And fully clothed.
Oh, I can't believe what I'm seeing. Point of interest. You delve into the murky water but come up empty-handed. To add to injury to insult, the icy wind on your damp clothing chills you to the bone.
You,
Oh,
we
gosh.
get frostbite, Dot.
Oh gosh. Alice? God, be good, it's cold. Perhaps we should have left it to Julius after all. Just need to sweep away the water. Oh gosh.
No, there's a man drowning.
Oh no!
Sweeping away his corpse.
No! You delve into the murky water, become empty-headed. To add an injury to insult, the icy wind on your damp clothing chills you to the bone. And I'm chilled to the bone. I demand barriers. Point of interest. Delve into the murky water, to add, nothing. Yep, chilled to the bone. Yeah, look to this one. Find it. Beneath the water, your fingers catch on what you might think be a handle. Oh. You open the hatch and retrieve a cerulean tank.
I didn't see one.
It's cold. However, your grand discovery comes at great personal cost, as you become acutely aware of the freezing cold and a rancid odor emanating from every limb of your body. Julius will doubtless feel compelled to pinch his nose shut when you deliver to him your prize. Oh gosh. Julius! I caught your thing! Wait, talk with Alice. You've found it? There must be another one here somewhere. Alright, talking with Julius. I clicked on him. Did you find anything? Well, I hope you did. Temperature regulator cerulean tank. Uncovering hidden treasures and adventures bread and butter, though one is not normally required to go elbow deep in ice-cold stagnant pond water to retrieve it. Nevertheless, many would choose that over mowing down hordes of slaving beasts or solving annoying puzzles. Handing it over. Have it. That's it! And here, there's still some cerulean left. Ah, the fire's still not ready. Hold on, I'll give Alphano a hand. Actually warming up to us, huh? Call me an old Dom, because by fire I am reborn, and my clothes are mostly dry now too. I appreciate you recovering the cerulean, but I wish you'd taken the time to discuss the plan with me beforehand. Despite the way you've been treated in Lord Quintus's eyes, you're still envoys deserving of protection. If you were to die on my watch, he would be most displeased. Your concern is duly noted, but all's well that ends well. Julius, you mentioned coming here with your younger siblings. Did you grow up in Golemalt? I did, not far from here. My father was an accomplished researcher in his youth, and for his contribution to the Empire, awarded an estate. We lived well, better than many. What was Golemalt like in those days? Everything. Just everything you could imagine, and so much more. Even during the coldest winters, we always found warmth and comfort at home. Coming in from the snow, taking off your coat and sitting down for a hot meal with family, visiting friends and relatives, receiving that same welcome. knowing they had everything they needed. Looking down the street, seeing the lights in all of the houses, hearing the faint sounds of laughter and song, of happiness. And all of the summers came and went all too quickly. In that brief respite, the ice would melt and the forgotten grass make its triumphant return. Gray clouds gave way to blue skies. Some mornings we climbed to the top of the tallest buildings we could find to watch the sun rise. Never again. Those rooftops are rubble. Those friends, dead, and those memories. But if I could reclaim even a fraction of what we once had. Soon, our chance will come. Just need to hold on a little longer. This park materials. Dang. Half an hour? Owing to the wealth of experience I've accrued in gathering firewood, I was even able to provide Julius for some basic pointers on that subject. I thought it might help to further build our rapport, and to distract him from his other concerns. Fair enough, Alice. Well, at least my clothes are finally dry, though they could still do with a proper wash. I agree. Alright. Julius, what else would you have us do? I clicked on Julius. Now that the fire has burned out, Julius is ready to move on. Alright, now that you've recovered from your escapade into the pond, there's another location I'd like to search. Just outside the park. Yep. I had a feeling it was going to be that direction. Half an hour. The war machina appears to be patrolling the area of its own volition. I wonder whether it's simply following its original orders, or if it now serves the Lotharoy. Well, let's say. Everything was built on an enormous scale, with thick, cleanly cut stone, much like Almarat. Given what we know, such similarities are no coincidence. Yeah. Julius. I click on Julius. As you can see, this place is littered with the remnants of various types of war machina. While my comrades and I have already recovered the tanks from the less damaged units, those that we took a more severe beating are harder to scavenge. We decided to save those for another time. That time being now. Rather than prise them apart piece by piece, it would be quicker to remove the outer casing using compact explosives. With luck, we'll gain access to the tanks without rupturing them. Though the force generated by these devices is relatively weak, I would advise you stand well clear out to avoid being hit by any shrapnel. Before even bothering though, you should check the machina ceruleum gauge to see if there is any left. Should still provide an accurate reading even when the unit itself is inactive. If the gauge is broken, I'll let you decide whether to use an explosive or not. Should you need more, come to me. Understood. Let's get to work. You saw the explosive I gave you, yes? Remember to check the ceruleum gauge before attempting to remove the outer casing. If the gauge has been damaged and you can't determine if there's any fuel left to recover, use your best judgment. Okay. Destroy magic armor. According to the ceruleum gauge, this unit's fuel tank is empty. I only have 2 of these. Destroy magic armor. Ceruleum gauge on this unit appears to have been broken, giving you no way to determine how much fuel tank it may hold. We'll keep moving on. How about this one? Soon because this picture have been broken, give you no way to determine how many is in there. Okay, moving on. Wonder if there's any hidden good ones. Soon this appear to have been broken, give you no way to determine how much is in there. Okay. Return game, the unit's fuel tank is empty. So everything that has something is broken. Let's check the furthest outskirts. Usually that's the trick.
I got it on my first one.
What?
Took me 3 tries.
Oh, damn, I'm good.
We'll check this one then. What does this say? Powerful enough to destroy the thick armor of Imperial War Machina, but not considerably. You retrieve the War Machina's room tank to find it is still half full or half empty, depending on one's perspective. Either way, Julius will surely be pleased by your discovery. Oh, cool. Wait, where'd my bombs go? I can't get more? Huh.
If you finish the quest, no.
Ah, shoot. Not only did this tank survive the attack that disabled the War Machina, which is started, it's also skipped the blast by explosive and it stays. If medals for outstanding service were awarded to inhabited objects, the champion among ceruleum tanks would surely deserve one. Alright, talking with Julius. I got your tank. More explosives. Wait, is that what I think it is? Yeah, it is. It's a War Machina tank. You've done it again! Truly, luck is on your side. With this, we should be able to refuel quite a few of our heaters. It's time we headed back. Wait here while I go and see how Alice and Afano are faring. Oh, right, I just wait here. Alright, clicking waiting destination.
The cutscene that starts is voiced. I have it paused on the first dialogue.
Cool.
But I'm going to start it now so that way I have a slight advantage and can warn you ahead of time.
Okay. Starting the cutscene now.
Finally escaped the watchful gaze of your keepers, have we? Don't react. You'll only draw attention to yourself. Just carry on as you are and listen. After you left with the Garlean lad, Lucia bade a few of us scouts follow you at a discreet distance. We observed you being led into the station, but decided against venturing inside. When you emerged sometime later, and we saw that the twins were sporting Magitech collars, it was clear what had taken place. Now, as quietly as you can, tell me everything.
We're being held hostage.
Gatus himself, eh? Now there's a surprise. This is also the first I've heard of a plan to join forces with the 10th and storm the Tower of Babel. An interesting development, and perhaps the opportunity we've been waiting for. Our comrades back at the camp also received some rather promising news, but it's still too early to get our hopes up. For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make, indulge them. With luck, this will all be over soon. Until then.
They had not gone far.
We searched high and low, but no luck, I'm afraid. I might have guessed you'd be the only one to find anything.
I wasn't expecting much to begin with. Eventually, there will be nothing left out here for us to safely salvage. For now, this will have to suffice. We should return to the station.
Ah, there you are. Heard you'd gone hunting for ceruleum above ground. Brought back a king's ransom?
Hardly. But thanks to these three, we have enough to last a little while longer.
Well, well. It's not at all as I was expecting, these ones. For savages, they seem positively docile. It's a poor attempt at humor. In all honesty, I'm grateful for your efforts. But even with another night of warmth, there are those among us who may not live to see the morrow.
I trust your expedition was fruitful.
Lord Quintus!
Use what you procured to refuel the armor.
But, sir, what about the heaters for the camp?
The time for action is upon us. My men and I have matters to discuss. In the meantime, you are to wait here. Do not forget, you are being watched.
Did Thinker get found out? The accelerating things?
The time for action. What did he mean by that?
I think I know where this is going.
I can only speculate. Clearly something requiring their magitech, given what we just heard.
It might be time
Whether
for a
they
train
plan to
ride.
utilize it now, or after they join with the 10th
Trolley?
is another question.
Trolley. The trolley!
Will they ever escape this cold? Return to and reclaim the idyllic spaces of which Eula spoke?
Finished your war, Council?
Alphino and Alizé are to stay here as our prisoners. They will be
Ah, so
released
that's why we
once
go
your
in there.
comrades
Okay.
have relinquished their supplies and withdrawn from Garlean soil. Until our terms are met, they will be detained at a separate location.
After everything we've said and done, this is how you treat us.
Our allies have but limited supplies. They may stave off cold and starvation for a short while, but what then?
For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make.
You got your option?
Yep.
Not yet. Okay, I think I do.
Count it down, boss.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. Everything will be alright. Have faith.
Do as he says, you little shit.
Get them out of here.
Right. So, that's what the train depot dungeon is going to be. We're going to be going in to rescue Alphino and Alizé.
I didn't know there was a... Oh yeah, now I remember there was that.
Try and say that. I didn't know there was one spoilers, Reen! Yes, you did. You just forgot.
I did forget. I have a bad memory.
Well, consider memory jogged.
Alright, I'm gonna click on Julius then. Half an hour analysis will be fine, providing they do not resist. No good deed goes unpunished.
And that's from the trailer. I say we pick this up, it'll probably send us back to Broken Glass, and then we can pause at Broken Glass.
Okay.
If you want.
Yeah, that'd be, I can go with that, yeah. Right, we're gonna pick this up. Julius, clicking on him now. Once again, Julius has been entrusted with an unenviable task. You will accompany back to your camp, where I will meet with your leader and present Lord Quintus's demands. Before we depart, however, there is something I would ask of you. Assuming your contingent complies, the supplies they surrender will need to be transported here. That task falls to Legionnaires Marcellinus and Octavia, who will pilot Magitech armor to your headquarters. We're going to inform them that we are leaving shortly. Tell them to ask the eel for further details. In those words. Once you've seen to that, meet me by the exit. People who hate despise us most. Alright, Marcellinus. You again. Ask the eel, he said. So, that's to be the way out of it. After all this. How ironic that you should be the one to deliver the news. If those are my orders, then so be it. For the glory of Garlemald. Is he gonna sue us? Is he... is he gonna just...
No.
No?
He's going to attempt to assassinate... what's his nuts? Mr. Bushbeard.
What?
They're spies. They're defectors from some other thing. Like, Julius seems very particularly out of place, and it was even commented earlier that he's out of place because he rose the ranks so quickly for someone so young. Somebody has been putting in the good word for him.
I thought that was Emmett just stroking his own beard. What do you...
No, never mind. Based on what she said, that... No? Okay, something definitely is weird. It's some type of subterfuge.
Okay. So Lord Quintus has reached a decision. I knew he would understand, that he would recognize the savage as a ruthless, merciless creature, and to defeat him we too must be uncompromising. I am ready. In the name of Emperor Varus, for the glory of Garlemald, I will fulfill my duty. I have a feeling they're going to be suicide bombers.
Could be.
That's what I'm getting the vibes of.
I mean, the one guy's pretty much on death's door.
Yeah. Picking the most fanatical of the bunch to do the task. Julius? Have you done as instructed? The duties involve more than the transportation of supplies, don't they? Duty is rarely a simple thing. We have been given additional orders, though whether we will be required to follow them depends entirely on your contingent. You and I are in this together now. Like it or not, we have to cooperate. There is one other matter. A place I'd like to visit on the way to your camp. It's a short walk from here. Follow me. No chill, how long will your break be? I want to know because I don't want to miss out. I'm enjoying this stream a lot. I'm glad you're enjoying it, but it's not going to be a break. It's going to be the end of the stream for today, is what I'm talking about. It's very good. Lucron slips into all the different voices. Oh, thank you. I feel like it could use some work, but I appreciate it so much. Thank you.
This appears to be a cutscene.
All right. I'm going to talk with Julius first. Give me a moment, please. Okay, never mind. Going to destination. Clicking it in 3, 2, 1, go.
Stand around, look important.
All right.
Mother. It hit me, but I still went in.
Oh, I was gonna freaking engage it. Oh shoot. Never mind. It's gonna hit me. It hit me. I'm going back in still. Julius lingers by the roots, reluctant to leave and reluctant to stay, unable to move on. Alright. I'm now entering it.
This is my home. Our home. At least it was, until that night. I was with Lord Quintus when the capital fell, and thus spared. My family, who did not own a radio, were less fortunate. When dawn came, I made my way here. My parents, my little brother and sister, they were still inside. But they weren't themselves, and they tried to. And I had to. I'd promised to take them away from the capital that very morning, to somewhere safe, to hide until the fighting stopped. I promised. The Garlean flag bears a chain, the bonds between our countrymen. A red link at its center, the blood of the fallen. Our loved ones who lived and died for Garlemald. But if she too fell, who would be left to remember them and their sacrifice? What enduring proof would there be that they were ever here? If we had turned to your gods, would they have saved us? I'm sorry, forget I spoke. We should go.
It's no use.
Believe me, I do not enjoy being here any more than you. But she wanted us to play along, so that is what we will do.
It's so cold.
Painfully so. Unbearably.
I've been thinking about what Quintus said. About why no one would accept Garlean rule. Irreconcilable differences. When coexistence isn't an option, only conquest remains. Varys at Gimlet said much the same. Only by uniting the world beneath a single standard would we rid ourselves of the Ascians. United as one people, one race cleansed of imperfections. A cold and unforgiving vision. And when we fail to live up to their standards, what place is there for us in their world? But the truly sad, truly frustrating thing is how damnably similar it all is to the lofty ideals of Father and the Forum. Non-intervention. Always non-intervention. Protect our knowledge and our people, and to hells with the rest of you. And yet, I can see how it happened. Varys and Father looked to their elders for guidance and took their virtues as their own. But for this world was of their making. In who else could they place their trust? All of us lost in a sea of chaos, searching desperately for purpose and meaning. But it shouldn't just be an extension of another's. It has to be ours. It has to be. We all have a stake in this world. No one should be silenced.
I won't deny that we lack the experience of people such as Father or Quintus. Perhaps they've come to see the world as a series of problems, and the most efficient way of solving them, to reduce everything to fundamental forms. A stone is a stone, a cloud, a flower, no more than that. Simple descriptions that strip the subject of distinguishing characteristics. A man is a man, divided according to race, creed, or allegiance, and to some, defined by such associations.
Is that what you think?
In my misbegotten youth. But what I believed wisdom was no more than aggressive ignorance. I've since learned to look beyond the banners and the politics, to see people as individuals with their own hopes and dreams. As for my dream of building a better world, well, every day I'm reminded that it is far more complex than I had ever imagined. But it only spurs me onward, to find the wisdom and the strength to see it through to the very end.
Music.
All of our supplies and an immediate withdrawal. These are your conditions?
Demands. And you forgot about the airship. Once again, you will leave one behind. It will be used to return the prisoners. Their collars will be removed prior to the exchange.
So in the end, not even Father's expertly worded rhetoric could deter you from your chosen course.
Huh?
Not that I thought for a moment that it would. I've no love for violence, of course, but ours is a cause worth fighting for. I just wish he'd realize it too. Sometimes the only way to protect the ones you love is to take a stand, to refuse to suffer in silence. I want you to know I share your conviction. Whether it be on the battlefield or in the debating chamber, I won't back down. I guess what I'm saying is...
You've found your own reason to fight.
Yes. Yes, I have. God's willing, there will come a day when we can finally lay down our arms, and there will be peace. but not until the Telophoroi have been defeated once and for all. And you, brother, will have a vital part to play. By your words and deeds, you'll lead the way.
I pray I am up to the task.
There'll always be naysayers. Those who think us fools for even trying. It's easy for learned elites to criticize earnest efforts and assert their moral superiority, all without offering alternatives. Not that their sophistry has ever wounded you. So stubborn and strong. Stronger than you even know. Don't ever change, you hear me? If you stumble, I'll be there to catch you. Or give you a thick ear. Maybe both, for good measure.
Thank you, Alize.
Ah! What about the collars? Frickin' Estinian.
The scouts have secured Alize and Alphino. Their collars were removed without complication as well. They report no casualties, not for their party nor the guards, who will wake from their premature slumber in due course.
It would appear the situation has changed. I propose new terms. We have information that will be of great interest to Lord Quintus, and I wish to speak with him in person.
No. In the event you rejected our first proposal, we came prepared with a second.
Ambush!
More are coming! Make ready!
So that's what they're doing.
We, the loyal soldiers of the
Emerald
First
one,
Legion, proud servants of Garlemald,
The Garlean theme.
of the fallen Emperor Varys, shall safeguard these lands from the barbarian hordes until our countrymen return! Stop, both of you!
This child may be the worst emissary I have ever seen.
We received an urgent communication from the Grand Company of Eorzea. Envoys from the Imperial Army, led by members of the 10th Legion, came to Alamigo and requested an audience. They explained that their efforts to coordinate the reclamation of the capital with the aid of the 4th, 5th, 8th, and 12th had ended in failure. Communication between most legions has broken down entirely. Most of the 10th's conscripts have deserted, leaving their forces severely depleted. That is why, unable to continue the fight on their own, they and their allies turned to the Grand Company of Eorzea for aid.
Lies! Every word!
It is the truth, and I have not finished. The 10th has requested that we deliver a message to Lord Quintus. Have the ill stand down.
You have been listening, my lord? What are your orders?
Say it.
Inform her that we will honor the 10th decision. Bereft of hope, and now dignity. I release you from your duty. All of you. I take solace, your radiance, in the knowledge you are not here to witness our debasement. 'Twas a grand, glorious dream we shared. Of a world united, of peace and prosperity. We are ghosts, you and I.
Oh.
Memories of days gone by.
Here. That's not a good sign.
Bonds forged in blood that I will not see tarnished.
You're a bit ahead of me. Oh.
Fucking hell.
Quickly! We have to reach the station before it's too late.
If there is still a chance that Quintus will agree to a truce, we must take it.
Wow.
I just hope we get there before he and his men do something rash.
Well.
This music gives me transistor vibes. Oh my gosh. This may be the darkest expansion yet.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking savage, dude. And as usual, my intuition has served correct. This would appear to be probably one of the better stopping points once we turn it into Lucia here.
Oh my gosh. He completely just fired everyone. Well, not fired, but he just...
He released them all from service to be free men, as they choose to be. And then,
someone passed the copium.
Chambered around.
Oh my gosh. What?
He didn't use Super Bolide correctly.
Suit up, how not to use Super Bolide.
You're supposed to go invuln first, then pull trigger.
I'll turn in this quest, and that'll be it. I'm gonna talk with Julius. We will make no attempt to resist. I'm gonna talk with the others here over here first. Pippin, thank goodness this 10th Legion decided to sue for peace when they did. We have been spared more senseless bloodshed, which is the last thing anyone, including the First, needs. Sorry, chest pocket. From their perspective, though, the promise of reinforcements was their last hope. They have no choice but to capitulate to the invaders. We will prove to them that all is not lost, and we yet stand a chance of casting out the Telophori. Magni, even with their empire in ruins, the Guardian have not lost the will to fight. That strength shall serve them in days to come. There is yet life in this cold soil. Sadu, it was a grave error not to post sentries farther from the camp. Had we seen the Guardians sooner, we could have slain them long before the truce was called. They engaged us of their own free will. They deserve to die warriors' deaths. Even so, I have not forgotten why we are here, and I will stay my hand. For now. At least, I've just returned from guarding the airships, and now I've got to keep an eye on the captured Imperials. Maybe a bit of chit-chat will help lighten the mood. Serena? When the Imperials charged upon us, we were able to avoid any serious injuries on either side. In truth, most of the Guardians were in no condition to fight. Sunken eyes, hollow cheeks. Must have been a long time since they had a decent meal. I'm sure they would be much more amenable to conversation with food in their bellies. Probably. Alright, I'm gonna turn it in. Lucia?
Yeah, it's safe to turn on.
Alright, turn it now. Much and more has occurred since last we met. As for determining what comes next, we must speak with Lord Quintus. Gosh. I don't... this is... The mood, especially the setting, the music, and the atmosphere, the way it all set up. Oh gosh, this is aiming to be a really dark expansion. Shadowbringers got pretty dark, but it ended up keeping it had a minimum threshold of like how dark it could go.
Shadowbringers was brutal. This is depression.
Yeah.
Like this is dark. Like Shadowbringers was like a more like high octane, high risk, like just like it's very large weight decisions every time. Like that we didn't really know him for very long, but like just it's still uncomfortable seeing someone have such conviction that their way is the only way. And that when they can't have it, that their life is over. So they just take their life in their own hands.
This is so much more of an internal, just like belief struggle. Like this is more tackling like fundamental beliefs and what is right and who to stand, what to stand for. Shadowbringers,
morals. It's perspective.
Ooh, I know a good analogy. Shadowbringers is like, in terms of what they aim for. I'm gonna compare it with a horror games. Shadowbringers was Resident Evil, and this is gonna be Silent Hill, in what it aims for.
E.T. Silent Hill?
Like Silent Hill 2, somewhere around that. Something along those lines. Because like with Tesleen and Shadowbringers, she fought to the end, like hard and steadfast to her beliefs and convictions, and she was just killed and brutally like transformed in front of us. It was without her own volition. Here, we've not seen one, not two, but three self-inflicted deaths. I'm trying to avoid the word because I feel like YouTube hates that.
Oh my god. I know one of the things that we're getting in 6.1, it just totally freaking clicked to me.
Since we're both on the same page, might as well. What's your speculation? And no one in chat confirm any of this.
No, nobody can confirm this, because it's definitely not something that we get within this patch. I 100% believe that starting in 6.1, you will be able to make a Garlean character. Because they're mostly just Hears and Elizans with the Garlean eye. And I believe by the end of this, we will have, like, and it's not like it wouldn't canonically make sense, because you have people like Lucia who defected. You have people like Sid who defected. And the writers may even, because like all of Shadowbringers, you wouldn't need any of the dialogue to be any different, because they wouldn't have any context on why a Garlean would be suspect, right? Yeah. And then like just periodically throughout the main story quests, they could just have some specific checkboxes like if Garlean, then have this remark instead.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be weird, actually, going through 1.0. But there is still that one statement, the whole you wouldn't go that far in an interview with Yoshi P. Maybe there could be an entire revamp. That would
actually, be... Someone does raise one good point, and that's that Garleans can't use magic.
Yes.
But we're also not actually like Garleans, right? We're Sundered Ascian. So our particular position is unique.
That's
especially given the fact that before we even went to the first, we were already 7 times rejoined?
Yes.
So who's to say that doesn't just instantly cure or resolve that problem?
This is... Sorry, my mind is still on that scene. The way they did the music in the background with the... not distorted, but the grainy filter on the music coming from the radio. I remember StarCraft doing that.
Real quick before we move on, as an aside, it's not like they haven't pulled kind of a stunt like that. Me going through the entirety of ARR, Heavensward, Stormblood, and Shadowbringers, well, actually up until I started Shadowbringers, not a single person made mention of the fact that it's really freaking weird that you're a Viera. Like, it's glossed over every time. Nobody had anything to say about it, despite me obviously being an extremely rare sight in those expansions, because there isn't a single NPC, there isn't a single vendor, there's no Viera other than Fran during the Rabanastre stuff.
Yes.
So like the one solitary Viera that you see is incredibly secluded and removed from the rest of the game.
Yeah.
So it's not like they couldn't just kind of gloss over it and then explain it later. Like, it's a pretty obvious thing, but so is bunny ears. Like,
I mean, that makes sense. It's just, I feel like Guardians would be a more unique case because they are the pronounced main bad guys introduced in of Realm Reborn and Heavensward. Like, they're pretty much consistently known the entire story up to this point as the bad guys, the enemy. Like, they are very hard solidified as that. So I feel like Guardians would probably have a special case as that, because it seems like there is like absolutely almost no room for leeway, forgiveness for Guardians. But then again, there was Lucia wasn't hiding.
You gotta remember,
and
there's Viera, there's Lalafell, there's Rogadin, all in conscription to the Garlean Empire.
Who was? Okay.
It's just the shoes on the other foot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like I said, it's pretty easy to explain that away, given the fact that, like, I mean, you would just go through the entire ARR, Stormblood, Heavensward expansions, just being like, why am I able to use magic when everyone else is saying that Garleans can't use magic? And you could just go operate under the assumption that clearly this person must not be a Garlean because Garleans can't use magic, and this person is using magic.
Yeah.
Like, they could just have one specific thing where that's kind of like addressed, and then from that point on, it could just go completely unaddressed because they already resolved it in whole. And then later they would postulate after the fact of you rejoining with Ardbert and the whole Azem reveal, like, oh, that might actually be why you can use magic. And then the whole thing's resolved.
They could do something like
that.
And
it's not like they haven't done race-specific things already. There's the Lalafell only house.
There's that I have yet to see myself, but I've heard about it. Yeah, people are making a good point. Like, Megas there, Shadowbringer was the last struggle, and Endwalker, no hope left, depression. So Endwalker is like the vibes of. Like it did show some of this in Shadowbringers, but just the vibe of people losing hope and giving up. Like Eulmore had a bunch of that, except they were living at large. There's no exploiting anyone. Like this, everything's against you. The most bottom you can get. Especially with some of the folks we saw, like they're struggling for resources. They really desperately want to hold on to their ideals, the things they've held for so long, like the things that they defined them as a people. They're having to be split between the decision to let go or let up on those beliefs, or just die. And the sad part is that a lot of them are seeming to choose the latter option because they are so hard established in their beliefs. And it's just real sad. We want to help, but they can only see us as enemies because they were raised their entire life. And it doesn't help that their history has also shown that they were kind of the oppressed race earlier on before the formation of Magitech. So that doesn't help matters either for us. Like, we are different now. Like, times change. People change over time. A new day is a new day, new people.
They did say that ARR was what? The midday sun, yada yada. Or no, Heaven's Word was the midday sun. ARR was like the dawn. Heaven's Word was like the setting of the sun. Shadowbringers was the night sky or whatever. Like, it's all metaphorical for like the passage of a day. And they mentioned or made mention that Endwalker is supposed to be like the start of a new day, which is why it thematically fits that. And they're doing a really good job of working in the metaphor or the phrase of it's always darkest before the dawn. So it's always when things feel the most bleak, the most helpless, the most chaotic, and just dark. And they have already kind of punctuated that with a bang, so to speak.
Yeah, I really hope none of your predictions come out, but if any of them do, any one of them, I'm gonna be upset. Not at you, but just in general.
No, I'm gonna be completely honest. Alphinaud's dead. Alphinaud will die.
I don't want this.
They just foreshadowed it in that thing.
Foreshadowing?
No. No. I even took a screenshot of it because I wanted to point at this and be like, I didn't like this line at all. Where Alice says, "And you, brother, will have a vital role to play, but by your words and deeds, you'll lead the way."
Yeah,
he's going to sacrifice himself just like Louis Soir. It's his hero's journey. This entire story is not our story. It's Alphinaud and Alice's. Alphinaud is the one who had the dream of the United Eorzea. Alphinaud's been through as many trials and tribulations as we have. He's been with us every step of the way, and it's primarily been him at the forefront of all of the Grand Company's actions and movements. It's totally Alphinaud's story.
I mean, it does make sense, but still, I don't want it to happen. I don't.
Neither do I.
Man.
Neither do I.
Like, I know, I'm holding out hope. I've seen, like, that line specifically, I was like, that's another one of those flags, isn't it? That's another one of them added onto his freaking portrait. No, it's like, I'm trying to hold out hope. I'm holding out hope that it's not going to happen. I don't want it to happen. Gosh. That freaking habit.
I didn't say I wanted it to happen either.
I know. It's just like, I know that's what the conclusion you're drawing, and honestly, it does feel like it's pointing that direction.
It's not my conclusion. I'm not drawing this conclusion. I'm just noticing the signs and following the breadcrumb trail.
I'm going to be aggressively ignorant here and just say it's not good.
No, you're not. Wallow in the despair. Feel the emotions. Emulate the pain.
I don't
suffer eternal.
I don't want it to happen. I don't want it.
And that's exactly why it will happen.
Friggin' don't want it.
I can tell. I could give you a reason for every person that I forecast would die in Endwalker.
And I don't want.
Everyone was half right.
I think the two most obvious ones that I don't want to have happen, but I think will absolutely happen, is, I think Alphino, obviously, as mentioned. I also think Urianger is going to bite the dust. And, you know, you're going to have all of the memers and the trolls and everything like, ha, he gets what he fucking deserves. That's what he gets for speaking like an idiot. But it's going to be he's going to get himself killed in the process of saving specifically us, as a way of making up for betraying us, and to hold true to his oath that he would never betray us again. And it will also potentially be the reunion for him and Moonbrita. I also think that Master Matoya is gonna bite the dust, because freaking Y'shtola has already been carrying the mantle of Master Matoya. I think Alice will stay alive, and I think that's so that way somebody will be around to tell the legacy of her brother, who better than his twin sister. Pretty sure a lot of those job givers are gonna bite the dust as well.
Speaking of that, I gotta finish up all of those real quick. Like, geez.
And I think, did I say Amaric was gonna die? It makes more sense now that Lucia is leading the Vanguard.
So
I think a lot of people are gonna bite the dust, dude. There's a tall death list in my brain.
I don't want it. I don't like the list. I don't like it. I know you have reasons.
Thancred's another one that a lot of people are like, Thancred's gonna die, Thancred's gonna die. Thancred's story is complete because of the whole Minfilia arcs being over, and so Thancred's gonna die. No, Thancred's not gonna die. Thancred would have died if they were going to kill him at the end of his story, but he's not going to die. He's going to be that old, kind of like wizened rogue figure. Like, he's not gonna die. It would just... I'm not saying that out of defense, because I don't really particularly care that much for Thancred. Like, he's a cool character and everything, but he's not one that I hold on to. It's just, he has nothing, we have nothing to gain, storytelling-wise, from him dying. He has nothing to gain in his personal story arc from dying. The only reason that would provide any closure for him dying would be to be reunited with Minfilia, but I think that if he is going to get reunited with Minfilia, it will have something to do with Hydaelyn being dispersed and Minfilia being returned to us. I think, if anything, it'll be an anti-death. I think Minfilia could be just straight up returned.
Huh. There's a lot of things happening. I'm getting a little afraid of looking at chat the longer we go on here. Because any confirmation or denial of anything is technically a spoiler. Also, that... never mind, I'm not gonna say it.
It's not really. Like, you don't know, I don't know. The only one that could straight up be like, oh yeah, that's right, or whatever. But even then, they could just be lying. But I would rather people obviously not answer our speculations and not feed into the theories, because, as said, we are allowed to speculate amongst ourselves, but we can't tell if somebody is trying to spoil things via speculation, as was done earlier today. Whether it was intentional or not, I can't verify it, so therefore that's why we ask that you don't speculate in chat. But we have no way of verifying what is or isn't a spoiler, so we just avoid chat, generally speaking.
Yeah, like, the speculation is the fun part about going through the story. It's like one of the fun parts going through the story.
Yeah.
So this is kind of part of it.
Dwyvit actually has a point in party chat. Speculations are meant to fester, not disturbed. So in other words, we get these things in our brain, and they're supposed to sit there and seethe and fester and boil up and continue to cook until we get the reveal. And like, that's the delivery, the reward, right? Finding out the real answer. Just having the answer given to you prematurely before you've had it revealed in the natural order of things is just
I mean,
anyway,
yeah.
This whole thing so far has been very like, oh, this is setting up to be quite
lots of the sad emotion, like hopelessness. It's a very hopeless feeling that people are. I'm getting the vibes of here, especially Garland Mold. Like, it feels like they all know that there's just like no way they can win with how the odds are stacked against them without help. But they refuse.
I mean, you can see it in these NPCs right here. They're just holding themselves and beside themselves. Like, that was like our last ditch attempt to like get a foothold somewhere somehow and start to like sink in to resist. And you can just see how deflated every single one of these NPCs is. That their last hope was foiled by news that their only ally had given up.
I don't think they know what he did yet, though, because the quest said we need to talk to the guy.
No, they don't, but we have word from the 10th that they gave up and contacted the Grand Company of Eorzea. So that's what these guys are all moping about, like, oh, our only ally in the 10th has already contacted these people that we were about to attack and, like, kind of surrendered and asked for help. So now they're saying, like, oh shit, we were the last people who were trying to fight without Eorzean help.
Gotta go see you tomorrow evening. Alright, take care, Coden. We're about to end here soon as well. Yeah, I see it. Definitely seeing it. Been going around looking at these people's body language and yeah.
We are not taking a break, Matthew. We are wrapping it up for the day.
Things definitely freaking hyper boosted in intensity.
I do like that my intuition has been pretty on point on some of these things, though, because I had a feeling that something was going to happen as soon as we got back to camp.
Yeah, like that's what makes it. That's what makes me dislike your theories more, because you tend to be right.
I'm now actually completely uncertain of when we do the train dungeon, considering we don't have to go rescue Alphino and Alias now.
Yeah, that kind of derailed that theory.
Indeed.
Ha! That was clever.
Thank you.
I ought to smack you in the caboose. Come here.
No.
You said 3 people total teriyaki themselves. Who were the other 2?
There were the 2. Ow! Stop it. There were the 2 sisters.
Well, they didn't.
I thought that was a beast.
Yeah, they were attacked.
Are you sure?
There was blood on the ground.
Why would there be blood on the ground around a bunch of monsters and then they get further over? Unless you just like straight up like, oh, the older sister decided to just shank the younger sister and then she ran away and they just double like suicide murder, whatever.
Hey, teriyaki.
They were killed.
Okay,
I'm
that
pretty
changes.
sure it was not teriyaki.
That changes my headcanon about that then. Okay. That's what my initial thoughts were. I don't know why my thoughts go straight to that. Actually, I do know why, but that's not going into that. But
I'm kind of confused actually how you drew that conclusion. Like it seemed pretty obvious.
I mean, yeah, there was a blood in the middle, and I guess it was a stretch, and I guess my mind just went there since they were very
several times leading up to that. They were saying they shouldn't be out there. There's beasts. They shouldn't be out there. They're surrounded by beasts. Oh no, they went on the ice patch. That's very thick with beasts. Like it was very obvious that they were saying like, no, there's monsters. They're going to die. They're going to be attacked.
If there were beasts that attacked them, where were the beasts? We didn't like in that cutscene. We're around them. There was no event around them. And knowing beasts, they attack when they're hungry, and they would be eating. So I didn't see any beasts around there. They wouldn't just attack maliciously. They would attack for food. That's my understanding.
No, that's not always true. Some animals are territorial, and they will defend their territory without needing to kill to eat.
Well, I guess that's true.
Are a really good example of that, and we have seen an ape in this area, so territorial animals exist in this biome.
It was a mechanical ape.
No, it's an ape wearing Magitech armor.
Oh, is it? Oh.
It's a monkey. It's monkey.
Monkey. Robo monkey. No, it's hold up. It's monkey is what that is.
Them going out there can be construed as that, but they did not do the act themselves.
Okay.
It's still, they didn't go out there with the intent of dying. If they would have stopped where they were first attacked at the first blood streak. They wouldn't have continued to try to flee.
Okay, I get it.
And if they wanted to die, they would have just left the radio. They took the radio for protection.
That's true. Okay, never mind. Okay, I forego anything that I thought. So that's so just down to one then, but we still have more than one death on our hands. Like, they're both tragic. Well, all three are tragic. And that one person had a very similar face to the other face. And I was like, huh, this is kind of weird. Except that they had slightly sharper features. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna have a bunch of doozies in it. Alright.
We'll probably get a dungeon tomorrow.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I hope it doesn't do anything sad. Dang it.
I do.
Why?
Stop being a wussy.
Dagnabbit. Anyway, we've kind of been dragging off a bit. Time is, like, running thin. So, I'm gonna go. I gotta, end the stream here. I don't know what to do, I suppose. Actually, it's not gonna even be my character. Stop. Everyone stop. Okay.
Freaking Sadu. I like this character.
Why? I mean, I know why, but why the special attention?
Because this has been one of my favorite characters for a long time.
Alright, that's fair. Alright, so with all that said and done, I'm gonna have to,
right now.
end the stream here.
Go read what she says real quick. She's right behind you.
I did read it out earlier. She said if we had Sentry, we could have killed them before the truce happened. So they would have gotten their warrior's death. Yeah. Yeah, so, anyway, I didn't read it. Also, congrats on logging in, Matthew. Well done. Hope you have fun in the game. Be sad, drink copium, be happy, it'll be alright. Alright, cool, I'll aim for that brain. Alright, I gotta end the stream here, because I gotta go. Alright. Thank you very much, everyone, for... What?
Sorry, I was about to speak instead of type. Don't ask why.
Okay, thank you very much everyone for watching and or listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And if you would like to revisit the stream, or have you missed most of the stream, this will be saved as a VOD into a public playlist that will be available on the home tab of the channel, or the playlist tab of the channel, which will contain all of my streams that I've ever done. So, resist saying it. Resisting it.
With that said,
I'm gonna tell you. Whatever, fine. With that said, I leave you all.
You can say it once, just don't say it like 5 times.
Okay. Take care, folks. Good luck getting inside the game.
Adios.
See ya. Take care. Bye. Awkward delay. Okay, but bye.
Get out.